You know what's better than a calm, relaxing boat ride? A boat ride where a giant sinful whale fin appears and people on the boat try to capsize the whole thing by shooting harpoons into it. I'm Rez, welcome to the time stream, and let's get into it. They check with Yuna first if they can shoot the whale, and she agrees because she really likes chaos and hates animals, I guess. A battle then ensues where the giant whale disperses more alien chickens, and because of all my stats and abilities being scrambled, I can't farm them like I normally would. So I end up with a lack of power spheres. Anywho, Yuna starts to have second thoughts about capsizing the ship, so she obliterates all enemies quickly. After the battle's over, everyone realizes that Time went overboard, and our resident blockhead realizes he actually has a crush on Time and doesn't want him to die. So he leaps overboard to save him. Once he finds him, he uses an elixir he randomly has in his pocket to revive him, and when Time awakens, he's greeted to yet another hentai tentacle monster. What is with this game and tentacles? Anyways, Time and Blockhead deal with the problem and make their way back to the ship. Yuna's relieved but is jealous that Blockhead helped Time because she also has a crush on him. The sinful whale escapes and destroys the village that our group was headed to and kills a bunch of people. When our group arrives, they ask if we can help them since Yuna is a summoner and supposed to send lost souls to the far plane. Yuna offers her help and proceeds to walk on water, and instead of helping, dances on the town's corpses and performs an ancient soul harvest ritual. The town understandably gets pissed and exiles her to the woods. Our group follows her, and Yuna and Blockhead proceed to get into an argument over who gets to be with Time, and then are rudely interrupted by a giant tentacle monster, which they promptly kill. Yuna shows it absolutely no mercy. They're then congratulated by the Crusaders that we chose to avoid talking to in Besaid. We make our way through the woods collecting treasures as we go, before finally getting to the steps that lead up to the temple, and Blockhead and his friends decide to have a race. But Yuna, seeing it as an opportunity to show Blockhead up and impress Time, joins the race without saying anything and runs ahead with Block and the other guys following closely behind. Time, the Dominatrix, and Kimchi all hear commotion, so they rush up the stairs to be greeted with... Come on. Another tentacle monster. It never stood a chance, for the Arbiter of Death passed her judgment upon it. After Yuna deals with that minor inconvenience, they make their way up the rest of the steps to be greeted by frat boys that hit on Time. Blockhead dismisses them out of jealousy, and Yuna asks Time if he wants her to execute them. Time says no thank you, and they enter the temple where Meathead and Rude Bitch walk down the stairs. She tries to insult Yuna, and Yuna informs her that if she doesn't get the fuck out of her way, she will remove her from existence. So Meathead and Bitch make a very swift exit. Our group then proceeds to the elevator so that they can go solve puzzles, but leave Time behind so he doesn't get hurt, I guess. Very angry Bitch comes back and has Meathead throw Time down the elevator shaft. Time can't get back up, so he proceeds and solves some Bernie puzzles this time. He makes his way through them, detonates a wall, and then proceeds to the Chamber of the Faith, where everyone's shocked to see him there. After talking to Dominatrix and Blockhead, Yuna returns with a new summon and they leave, heading straight back to the boat. That's the only passage the villagers would grant Yuna since it meant she was leaving and they didn't want to see her again. Once we got on the boat, it's suddenly nighttime. We watch way too many cutscenes between Blockhead and Dominatrix, and Time gets bored, so he goes to play with balls. I mean, a ball. Yeah, he goes to play with a ball. That's what I meant. And he learns a new sports technique by combating his daddy issues. Everyone asks him what the move is called. He says it
Doesn't have a name. Anyone can do it if they try.
Yuna tells Time he's a fucking liar though because she knows it was his dad's move. Time then goes to bed because he hates his dad and doesn't like talking about him before moving on to Luca. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know who your favorite Final Fantasy X character is. Is it Time? Blockhead? Dominatrix? Kimchi? Or is it our resident Arbiter? Let me know. Have a really nice day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I love you guys, and I'll see you really soon. Sorry this video is a little bit shorter. With the holidays and everything going on, you know, I don't have as much time as I would have liked to. But I will get the next one out soon, so please stay tuned. Have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Rez out.